What is up, guys? Dashing here for episode 648, I do believe, of Community Universe Mode. I actually forgot to change the episode number, so whatever it says on your screen there, it is, in fact, the number after that. Vintage dashing, messing up big time here at the grandest stage of them all, but would it really be a proper CMV episode without a cheeky dashing botch somewhere? And where better than at the very top of the show? We are here live for day 2 of Ascendance 7. It has already been an amazing weekend. Homebound was stellar. Day 1 of Ascendance yesterday was incredible. And tonight is sure to be no different as we get things underway here in the Windy City, Chicago, Illinois, in front of 60,000 screaming CMV fans with the 4th annual Slick B Memorial Battle Royal, honoring the life and times of the one and only Slick B, who left us too soon. May he rest in peace. But tonight it is not just about honoring his memory, as the winner of this Battle Royal will also be crowned the new CMV Internet Championship. Some of you may recall, towards the end of last season, Unmatched brought a new championship onto the scene, the Internet title, and it is being revived here tonight, a championship that will be defended every single week. Challengers and stipulations voted on by the CMV Universe, and look who is drawn number 1. None other than the Tower, Braxton Sutter. And this Battle Royal gonna work much like a Royal Rumble. 20 superstars will take part. 2 men will begin in the ring every 30 seconds. Another superstar will join them. You can only be eliminated by getting tossed over the top rope with both feet hitting the outside of the ring. Last man standing will leave Ascendance 7 as Internet Champion. It was a great night for God's Chosen yesterday here at Ascendance 7, when Chris Proud couldn't climb the ladder to become Mr. Money in the Bank. Now with a guaranteed world championship match anytime, anywhere. Let's see if one of his disciples can add even more championship gold to the ranks. And Sutter has to be an odds-on favorite. We all saw how well he did earlier this season in the Royal Rumble match. It took a lot to eliminate him, but entering at number 1 means he'll have to go the entire distance, get through 19 other superstars. But who is he going to start things off against? Who will be number 2? Hopefully not Ryan Kent, because he's facing Andrew Briggs later on in that Chicago street fight. Maybe he's going to look to pull double duty, though. Who knows? Whomever it will be, Braxton Sutter is ready for him, as are all of these fans in attendance, looking forward to another hot and spicy night. Who could this be? Oh, hang on a minute. It is one of the most recent signings to CMV, making his debut here in the Slick B Memorial Battle Royal, Sugar B Stevenson. And you know what? Rookies have a pretty good record of winning these Slick B Memorial Battle Royals. Last year, the Monster won this very match in his debut. Will Sugar B Stevenson continue that tradition? Gonna have his work cut out for him against the 7-foot-tall, over 300-pound Braxton Sutter. What an opportunity for the kid, though. And let's go. I am ready. Ascendance 7, the culmination of what has been A phenomenal season here in CMV. Braxton Sutter continuing to try to go for his choke slam early on, but Sugar gonna plant one on the big man, or maybe not. Clothesline, chopping him down. Who is going to be number 3? Oh, it's 1/2 of Thunder from Down Under. Ladies and gentlemen, Joaquin Hendricks. Oh, what? Are you kidding me? Braxton Sutter is the first man eliminated, and by Sugar B. Stevenson. Incredible! Hendricks trying to cut the celebration of Sugar short. Number 4, 1/2 of Los Felinos Vitales from NGW. It's going to be Golden Cat making his way to the ring. Man, I still can't believe Braxton Sutter is the first man gone. And at the hands of Sugar B. Stevenson. Golden Cat has him in the corner. Collar and elbow tie-up. Able to keep him at bay. Nice tilt whirl into a DDT. Seems like, at least for the moment, Sugar gonna take a nap. Number 5, Drake King, who only recently debuted here in CMV. A lot of the kids in this match hoping to have their first of many Ascendance moments. Spinning brainbuster. Oh, but there goes Joaquin Hendricks. Drake King wasting no time as he gets his first elimination, not even a minute into the match. Super kicking Hendricks to the outside. We know Ashley Amell is in this match as well, so it still ain't over for Thunder from Down Under. Number 6 has to be one of the favorites, guys, for this whole dang thing. The pretty boy Chris Adams, a multi-time unmatched world champion, going right after Golden Cat. Drake King hanging back. Phenomenal strategy. There goes Sugar B. Stevenson. A super kick by Chris Adams ending his night, but great debut as he eliminated Braxton Sutter. Not many can say they've accomplished such a feat. Golden Cat and Chris Adams going to work together here. A double single knee gutbuster, so I guess just a double knee gutbuster. Number 7, another newcomer here to CMV. These past few weeks has impressed us on Aftermath. Marshall Stevens, Drake King looking for another elimination. Chris Adams going to keep him at bay with an elbow behind the ear. Golden Cat nearly meeting his end. Hanging on to those ropes for dear life. King backing Adams into the ropes. Gets a crack to the jaw. Who will be number 8? Nearly halfway through the pack. It's Cameron Cray! Cameron Cray we have not seen in months, ever since the abrupt end of the Control. But the British Brute is back. Catching Drake King off guard from behind with that dragon suplex. Now he takes the Chrome Dome man. Gonna try to send him to the back, and he very well may. Drake King like a monkey though, clutching and not letting go. Number 9, Mike Kirsch, the Omen Joy of pro wrestling. I don't know how much his underhanded tactics will aid him in a match like this. Going to resume his fight with Marshall Stevens from last week. They were part of a fatal 4-way elimination match. Cameron Cray again attempting to get Drake King out of here. The ring is filling up. Who's going to be number 10? Halfway through the pack here, ladies and gentlemen. And the 4th annual Slick B Memorial Battle Royal. No! Is that really? It is! The hypothetical Kung Fu practitioner, Kevin Lee, is back! Kevin Lee hasn't been seen in CMV in over a year! The former 2-time World Tag Team Champion. Immediately busting Golden Cat open and knocking him out of the ring with a clothesline. I can't believe my eyes right now. Kevin Lee not finished. Golden Cat, understandably upset that his time in this match has come to an end, but here comes his tag team partner. Los Felinos Fatales still have their chance to walk out of Ascendant 7 with some championship gold. Danger Cat goes after Marshall Stevens. We await number 12 in that ring currently, Kevin Lee. Yes, you are hearing me correctly, Kevin Lee being attacked by Mike Kirsch. Danger Cat just entered Marshall Stevens. Drake King, Chris Adams with the lockjaw to Cameron Trey. 7 bodies filling that squared circle. Still have a good amount of superstars left to enter. Marshall Stevens will not be walking out of the show of shows as Internet Champion. Drake King with, I believe, his second elimination here. Crossarm neckbreaker to Kevin Lee. Number 12 is taking his time coming out here, huh? Good strategy, one that I would probably use. Supposed to be coming out every 30 seconds. Maybe something stopping him though. Danger Cat in the corner is seemingly trying to set up his 9 lives. Front flip DDT, but Chris Adams won't get up. So Danger Cat is just waiting and waiting. Cameron Trey, let me get Mike Kirsch out of here. I believe Chris Adams has been in there the longest now. Finally, number 12 making his way out here. And it's going to be Randy Borton, the Milkman, the Moo-Moo Man, baby, who main evented Ascendance 4. Going right after Kevin Lee. He has exchanged hands with in the past. Form smash to the lower back. Now we got 2 members of what used to be known as Click in the Ring. Morton with some ferocity in his attack on Kevin Lee, coming off a big win over Xander Slayton last week on Supremacy. I do believe Chris Adams and Randy Borton are the 2 odds-on favorites to win this whole damn thing. Borton is going for Adams. I guess there's no room for any more brotherhood in Borton's heart. After all the betrayal he's been on the receiving end of this season. Oh, and the complexion of this match just changed. Number 13, the 7-foot-tall, 500-pound Russian ogre, Guri Sukanov, has entered the Slick B Memorial Battle Royal. And how the hell? Kevin Lee! No! Sweet new music, but he survives it. Cameron Trey eliminates Mike Kirsch. Kirsch was in there for quite a while, but tis not his night. And there goes Drake King. Great run by King, I gotta say. 2 eliminations. He brought the ruckus, but he's gonna join Kirsch and hit in the showers. And now Danger Cat! Big elimination! Danger Cat! Sending Chris Adams, and there goes Curry! What? 2 eliminations now for Kevin Lee as he takes out the Russian ogre. 4 men left in the ring. Borton and Trey, Lee and Danger Cat. 2 favorites in Chris Adams and Guri Sukanov just eliminated back to back. I believe we're waiting for number 14, if I'm not mistaken, which I very well may be. Hypothetical kung fu practitioner with an Irish whip and to send Danger Cat back into the corner. Trey with a clothesline to chop down the Milkman. Now both are going after Kevin Lee, it seems. Sunset flip powerbomb. Borton saying, come on and get it over with already. Next superstar to enter the 4th annual Slick B Memorial Battle Royal. Who's it going to be? Danger Cat eliminating Chris Adams, and now a showing for the Feline Fatale. Number 14, though, gonna bring his celebration to a screeching halt. The harbinger of darkness, Bannon, who we haven't seen in a couple of months. Danger Cat is not in a good place. Oh, Lord. Stand there for a minute. We all know how agile cats can be. DC hanging on. Number 15 is the self-proclaimed GOAT of CMV, Adam Valentine, and he's going to interrupt Bannon's intended destruction of Kevin Lee, just so he can do it himself, it seems. See, great game plan by Cameron Cray as he rolls under that bottom rope. You got to be tossed over the top in order to be eliminated. Danger Cat's going to help him on his way. 3 eliminations? Oh, Cameron Cray. Someone just got busted open. It was Kevin Lee off of the Slapjack. Vintage Adam Valentine. Number 16 is the now former NGW champion Ace Reeves, the man who lost his title at Homebound this past Friday night. The gravity manipulator, hoping to bounce back big here at Ascendance 7. I don't know about this strategy by Danger Cat. And Ace Reeves immediately taking Kevin Lee out. How great was it to see him back? We even get a replay. Kevin Lee, over a year he's been out of CMV. And he looked better than ever, making 2 eliminations. Ace Reeves now setting his sights on Danger Cat with that chiropractor. Number 17, the Man-Eater. Dada coming to play with the big boys here at the grandest stage of them all. Goes right after the biggest man in the ring, and that being Bannon. That was number 17, so 3 superstars left to enter. Cameron Cray has now been in the ring the longest, hoping for another elimination as he has Danger Cat teetering. Who's going to be number 18? Joey Diaz, the other disciple of Chris Proudfoot, and Cameron Cray has eliminated Danger Cat. Man, Danger Cat eliminated Chris Adams and Randy Borton, 2 of the biggest names in this battle royal. Nothing to be ashamed of, but the night is over for Los Felinos Fatales. As Joey Diaz is the last hope for God's chosen here in this match, the hot commodity with a snap German suplex, and there goes Cameron Cray. Only a few moments after eliminating Danger Cat himself, he is also sent out by Dada. Number 19, the Daredevil, Ozone. I do believe the fan favorite to leave Ascendance 7 as the new internet champion. Earlier this week on Supremacy, him and Dada engaging in one of the most barbaric matches I have ever seen, most definitely this season. With Dada coming out on top. I'm sure he wouldn't mind trying to eliminate her and get a bit of payback, and there you go, he waited patiently, but then changed his mind and goes for Ace Reeves. Now that is an instant dream match I want to see. Ace Reeves versus Ozone, yes please, how much do I have to pay? Because I will pay it. Ozone now going back after Dada as Bannon has been eliminated by Joey Diaz. No, Dada! Continuing to make this week a living hell for Ozone as he is eliminated and rather unceremoniously with a military press. 4 men in the ring, 1 left to enter, and Ace Reeves is gone at the hands of Adam Valentine, who will join these 3 to be the final 4. One of them walking out as the new internet champion. It's the other half of Thunder from Down Under, Ashley Amell, whose partner Jacqueline Hendricks entered this match earlier and was obviously eliminated. So here is our final 4. Adam Valentine, Dada, Joey Diaz, and Ashley Amell. Valentine been in there the longest now. And Amell dispatched some Diaz. So here we have it. Which three of these superstars will leave the grandest stage of them all as the new internet champion? Ashley Amell challenging Adam Valentine, and the GOAT happy to respond. Dada to her feet, shakes off those cobwebs. Big crack to the jaw of Valentine, landed against the ropes. Hey, you come here often? Thrown overhead with the fireman's carry. Amell waiting his turn just to get slammed down onto the canvas. Adam Valentine, paint me like one of your French girls. Dada says, how about I crush you under my boot, forearm smash to the chest, and just handing out these military presses. That one turned into a single knee gut buster. Jeez Louise, Papa Cheese. Forearm smash to lower back. Amell not giving in. Double knees to the spine. Dada grabbed by her hair. Kick to the midsection. Shining Wizard trying to wear the man-eater down. Smart move to roll into that bottom rope. Valentine swinging neckbreaker to the Aussie. Irish whip into the corner. Valentine eliminating Amell, and then there were two. Adam Valentine and Dada! Dada playing possum! Dada does it! The man-eater is the new internet champion, just like that. Playing possum and winning the 4th annual Slick B Memorial Battle Royal. History made here at Ascendance 7. Congratulations to the man-eater. Just BRB real quick. Gonna grab a bottle of water before we get things underway with the main card. Echo, don't even lie. You know you would take Dara on a date, alright? Give her flowers, chocolates, and everything. Come on, who you fooling? My fine feathered friends, are you ready? What has already been an awesome weekend culminates here tonight with part 2 of the grandest stage of them all, Ascendance 7. And things are going to get underway after we already got kick-started with a phenomenal 4th annual Slick B Memorial Battle Royal. Dada coming out on top and leaving as the new Internet Champion. It's going to be a clash, I do believe, to remember between Marvelous Marvin and Reese Matthews. Oh, man, I gotta say, I saw him earlier, guys, before the show started, and what this man is dressed up in, I had to do a double take. I did a triple take, a quadruple take. Reese Matthews is going the distance to try and prove that he still has what it takes to connect with the CMV universe. For months now, everybody, including myself, I'll admit it, has been getting fed up with Reese living off of the past. I'm a former undisputed world heavyweight champion. Yes, you are, but what have you done for us lately, you might say? And add on top of that, that he's been losing. I talked about it earlier this week at Supremacy. I don't even remember the last time Reese Matthews won a match. So what is there to exactly get behind when it comes to Reese Matthews? And Marvelous Marvin is his biggest critic of all here tonight at Ascendance 7, saying Reese Matthews is washed up. And that his time has come to pass, and here tonight, he'll finish him off once and for all. Dripping in finesse, Marvelous Marvin making his Ascendance debut in style. Marvelous Marvin is really everything that Reese Matthews used to be. People are behind him. They're clamoring for more Marvin. Half of me wants to feel for Reese Matthews because I know that deep down inside, he has what it takes to be great in that ring. Oh, I just noticed Reese Matthews' face on Marvin's tights. Those mind games. Marvelous Marvin doesn't just want to beat Reese Matthews here tonight at Ascendance 7. Wants to be that final nail in the coffin. But at the end of the day, Marvelous Marvin is not going to be in that ring with any normal man, because even though I do hate to say it, Reese Matthews is a former undisputed champion. And as I mentioned before, oh God. I take back everything I said. This is not a former world champion. What is that? Reese is trying too hard here. Just as a clown? Give me a break. Is that even actually Reese Matthews? I legitimately can't tell. Trying anything to win the CMV universe back. This ain't it, though. This is embarrassing. Someone of Reese Matthews' caliber shouldn't have to dip so low. Oh my goodness. Referee Murphy rings the bell. Let's get this one started and hopefully over with as quickly as possible. That's what Marvin's looking to do. Pop-up punch and a straight up open palm down the face. Rear end by Reese Matthews. The Clown. Maybe I should call him for the rest of this match. Catchphrase. Marvelous Marvin. Dropping down into a side of headlock. Always one to show off. Headstand there. Releases the hold. Grabbing the wig of Reese Matthews. Pulls him up to a vertical base. And a heavy Irish whip going to send him down to the outside. So that's symbolic Marvelous Marvin saying, you don't even deserve to be in this ring anymore. Collar and elbow tie-up. Matthews pushing him back. Walked right into that complete shot. It wasn't long ago here in CMV that Reese Matthews was touted as being the next big thing. Only a couple of months into his career, he became undisputed world heavyweight champion. Momentarily struck as Reese Matthews allowing for Marvelous Marvin to take control again, bringing him down to the mat with another side headlock. Face to face they stand. Reese Matthews throws out the kick. Forearm smash to the throat, that looked like, jeez. And then an Enzu lariat. Marvelous Marvin feeling that one. Reese Matthews. Another Irish whip to the corner. Another Enzu lariat. And threatening a punch. I mean, I've never been into a wrestling ring before. You know, I've never donned a pair of tights, but I think even I know that once that bell rings, you should actually throw punches rather than threatening to. Reese Matthews with the Tiger fake kick. Dialing up here. Ascendant 7. Oh, but got back into the ring. Marvelous Marvin ready for him. Busting the clown open, and then that forward headlock driver. Marvelous Marvin saying, you are nothing but dust beneath my boots. Bite me. Back to the outside we go, and Marvelous Marvin showcasing yet again why everyone is getting behind this kid. High risk offense, will it pay off? Double axe handle, but Reese Matthews sidesteps it. That veteran instinct coming into play, grabbed by his head and slammed face first off the apron. That blood seeping out of the cut across his forehead and getting mixed up with all that paint. It's going to start getting into Reese's eyes soon. Hung up to dry on that top rope. Marvelous Marvin taking his time, getting back into the ring. He knows that he's got this one in the bag. Irish whip off the rebound into an attempted back elbow. Now into the corner after that failed. Matthews gets out of the way. Reverse DDT. But can barely stand afterwards. Gas tank already running on E. Back suplex turned into a face buster at the last second. Shoots the half lateral press. Does Marvelous Marvin have this match won? Almost. Very, very close. Stomp gets evaded. Now we're playing the in and out game. But again, Marvelous Marvin going to use those underhanded tactics. Reese Matthews throws a punch, but it just completely misses. Not having much luck with that back elbow as Marvelous Marvin. Another complete shot. Reese Matthews just eating the canvas. Oh no. Into a Rings of Saturn. Marvelous Marvin looking to embarrass Reese Matthews, if that's even possible at this point. I have to imagine there's a limit to how low you can sink, and I'm pretty sure Reese Matthews has reached it. Elbow to the side of the head, attempting that clothesline. Swings for the fences of the double axe handle, but it is a no-hitter. Throws down Reese's hand. Another discus knee strike. Marvelous Marvin finding himself gassed, and might be a smart option for him to put this one away sooner rather than later. I think he's been playing with his food. Uber confident. For good reason, but Reese Matthews, not the kind of guy you want to give a chance. Boston Trap by Marvelous Marvin now. Reese reaching for the ropes. And credit where it's due, Matthews will not quit. Not just in this match, but he's trying. Failing miserably at it, but trying to connect with these fans again. Trying to show them that he can still be that guy he once was. Into a half Boston Crab. Marvelous Marvin gets onto his back. And again, disrespecting Reese Matthews. Just can't stop showing off. That finesse is most certainly dripping in the ring right now. See the position? Side headlock. Marvelous Marvin enjoys having control over Reese Matthews. That's becoming a very clear clothesline. This is going to be a huge win for Marvelous Marvin, guys, if he can bring it home. Defeating a former world champion, the Rings of Saturn, again cinched in. And is there a way for Reese to escape again, or will he be forced to quit? Denies Marvelous Marvin that satisfaction. Marvin has no choice but to release the hold. Not enough stamina. Whoa! What the hell? That was awesome! I thought he was going for a suicide dive, but I don't mind it. The athleticism, unparalleled. But at the same time, he gave Reese Matthews a chance to recuperate at ringside. Rushing back into the ring, the blood fully taking over his face at this point. Marvin going old school pile driver. Both men down, but Marvin hastily to his feet, lateral press, 1, 2. Matthews, with little left to give, will not stay down. Marvelous Marvin telling him, if you know what's good for you, give in. Kick to the side of the head. Marvelous Marvin stunned Reese Matthews. Gonna use the opportunity, super kick, collapsing into the pin. 1, 2, no! And did you guys expect this to be such a banger? Because I didn't. I had no faith left in Reese Matthews, but it is being restored here. The total package. Pile driver. Hooks the leg. 1, 2. But Marvin digging down deep to keep his chances alive. Reese slowly but surely, and not the type of competitor I would call a high flyer. Desperate times call for desperate measures. What is he cooking up here? Oh! Marvin turns it into a power slam. The quick thinking. The reflexes. The vertical suplex into a reverse STO. Marvin goes for a super kick of his own. Reese Matthews, quick thinking, catches the boot. Elbow to the knee. Taking Marvin by his head, throwing him up against the ropes. Irish whip. Tries to go low. Kicks out the knee. Maybe a punch of some kind. I'm not entirely sure. Classic scoop slam. Stomp onto the face. And this is what Reese Matthews sorely needs, a reality check. Knee to the temple, into a neck breaker. 1, 2. Marvin with his hands on his hips, looking down. He most definitely underestimated Reese Matthews, as I do believe we all have. The hip rotations. Knuckles right to the bridge of the nose. Blood flying. Goes low, forearm smash. And another one. No! Using Reese's own vintage combo against him. The pelvic thrust. Matthews hoping for refuge in the corner, but none to be found. Marvelous Marvin stomping a mud hole in him. Reese finally able to get his defenses up. Stomp onto the back of the head. And this is old school Matthews right here. The BFT knee strike discus clothesline combination. Hooks the leg. Can Reese actually do it? Clown costume and all. 1, 2. As much as I'm impressed with equally as enthralled with how marvelous Marvin has been throughout this bout, but all good things must come to an end. Another total package pile driver. 1, 2, 3. Reese Matthews has done it. He's proven that he still has what it takes when it matters most. I'm not sure about the clown costume, but this is the Reese Matthews that I like to see. Marvelous Marvin has nothing to be ashamed of as he leaves the ring with his head held low. That was an unsurprising instant classic. Coming up next, guys, here at the grandest stage of them all. It's a fateful moment in the career of Paul Devine with his back against the wall. He takes on the Kings in a handicap match. Chris Diamond and Rob Cross have made the life of the Asian sensation, I should say, a living hell these last couple of months, and Devine valiantly been fighting, but the numbers again catching up to him again and again and again. It was Rob Cross who laid out the challenge a couple of weeks ago, said, Devine, why don't you just let us finish you off once and for all at Ascendance 7, us versus you, if you've got the balls. And of course, Devine never one to shy away from a challenge. Took them up on that offer and even wanted to get things started early a couple of weeks ago, calling the Kings down to the ring for what he referred to as a discussion turned into a brawl that left him sprawled out in the middle of the ring, a heap and a pool of his own blood, and one has to wonder what condition Paul Devine will even be in for this matchup. Whereas Chris Diamond and Rob Cross are riding high on a wave of momentum. The former Fusion Tag Team Champions, winners of the 3rd Annual Tag Team Cup in Tokyo, Japan, back together again. Back together. What am I, from the South over here? Back together. What am I, Batman? Should we get that Rex Carter commentary for this match? Special appearance. But I know that Devine has what it takes on any given night, no matter the odds that are stacked against him, to give the fight of his life. The question is, will it pay off here at the show of shows? Or will this truly be the end of Paul Devine, as the Kings claim it will be? And there they are, the former undisputed world heavyweight champion, Chris Diamond, to the right, and Rob Cross, the former light heavyweight champion, on the left. Together they have been Paul Devine's bane, and they look to be his end right here at Ascendance 7. Chris Diamond and Rob Cross are just about as confident as two men in their position could be. And it makes sense. If you're a betting man, no matter how you may feel about Paul Devine, you would be foolish to not put your chips in the corner of the King. But there he is, baby, the Asian sensation, the man who puts the rising and rising sun, Japan's biggest export, and the five-time undisputed world heavyweight champion. It doesn't matter how down he may be, he is never out. Devine knows full well the fight that he is in for here at the showcase of the Immortals. But one of the very best to ever do it. Has never, and I believe will never, as proven by here tonight, back down from a challenge. So here we go, Divine's back again. Wait a minute, what the hell? What the hell is going on here, guys? Some sort of transmission coming through my headset there. And wait a minute! It can't be! But it is! Quantum! Quantum is here! To back his brother! The Future Man has returned! X-Gen is back together again! Never letting a brother fight alone. Quantum returning for the first time to this side of CMV in 2 years. Quantum is not going to let his brother head into the lion's den alone. Oh my God. I can't even find the words. Do my eyes deceive me? Is this a dream? Murphy, come over here and pinch me real quick. It isn't. Oh, this match has just been turned on its head for the Kings. They're trying to stay positive. They're trying not to show how caught off guard they are. But there ain't no way in hell they could have been ready for this. X-Gen, the 4-time tag team champions, touted as the greatest tag team in CMV history, are back together again here at the grandest stage of them all. I'm not even sure if Paul Devine knew that this was happening. I mean, I'm guessing he did because they're wearing those matching attires that, by the way, look fantastic. And I can say the same about the Kings as well. First time in knows a lot about fashion. Did you see that hat he came out here wearing? The feather and everything? These two men have spent the better part of the last 2 seasons at odds. It's Chris Diamond, who last year cashed in the Money in the Bank contract on Paul Devine to bring his 5th undisputed World Heavyweight Championship reign to an end, and since then, Devine hasn't tasted championship gold again. And here we go, tag to Quantum, the former unmatched world champion. And he and Devine are 5-time tag team champions. 4 of those reigns they held together. Quantum had a reign with Hayden. Devine had a reign with Chris Andrews, as we know. But every single time the discussion of who's the greatest tag team to ever grace a CMV ring is brought up, X-Gen is coming off the lips of everyone left and right. Tag to Rob Cross. The Kings have dug themselves a hole here tonight. We got to find out if they can get out of it, trying for a powerbomb. Quantum, as I said before, hasn't been seen on this side of CMV in 2 years, but hasn't been seen in nearly a year since the shutdown of Unmatched, period. And the sounding of the 7th trumpet Right into a camel clutch. Quantum looking to break his back and make him humble. Will he indeed do that? Nope, Rob Cross able to break the hold. Gets between those legs. Sweep. Quantum hitting his chin on the way down. Trying to shake off them cobwebs, as we can see. Irish whip hanging on for dear life. Quantum making the tag back to Paul Devine. I'm trying to remember the last time that Paul Devine and Quantum, or maybe better known by some as Sushi X and Omega Z, were in a match together. A clean 2-on-2 tag match. I know last season X-Gen had a bit of a reunion on Unmatched at one point, but I think the last time that the brothers were together was, geez, I mean, had to be all the way back like season 3 maybe. It's been years. And they are quickly showing that they have not skipped a beat. Paul Devine throwing Rob Cross into the corner of that table, gut first into the edge. And getting his clock cleaned with that kick. Quantum just watching diligently. Kicks out the knee. Shot to the liver. Spinning soul kick. Referee Murphy at a count of 8 as we get a cross-legged fisherman driver. Okay. That's something I'd never seen before. The innovative offense of the Asian sensation who stomps his feet. This had to have been a clever ploy all along. Paul Devine suckering the Kings, then giving them a false sense of domination in count of 13. I really hope this match gets back into the ring. And there we go, Devine saving the day. I would hate to see the reunion of X-Gen end via shenanigans, but I wouldn't be surprised knowing that the Kings are in that ring right now. Wheelbarrow facebuster. Hang on a minute. Quantum asking for a tag, but Devine saying, I've got this, big bro. The 24th punch. 1, 2. Chris Diamond making the save. Quantum helping up his brother. Saying, continue the fight. Devine obliges. Diamond's been taking care of Rob Cross, though. With those precious few seconds. Trying to make his way back into this one. Kick to the midsection. And we've seen this before from the Global Phenom. That sit-out implant driver. Hooks the leg. 1, 2. Cross tenacious. Not going to let that deter him, but a knee to the face may. Don't got no choice. Catchphrase by Devine. Stomp onto the wrist. Takes a hold of the hair. Rob Cross says, I don't think so. Jawbreaker closes that distance with a super kick. Irish whipped into the corner. Zone momentum used against him. Back elbow running to the center of the ring with a bulldog. Cross is in a bad way. He needs a tag to Chris Diamond. You can see the ball over there. Begging. Tag to Quantum though. Oh man! This is old school X-Gen. The fall of man! Cross getting chopped in half. 1, 2, 3. X-Gen are back, baby. I still can't believe it or fully find the words to describe what just went down before us all. X-Gen returning and putting down the Kings at their own game. The fall of man ripping through Rob Cross. So beautiful, we have to see it a few times. And Chris Diamond couldn't even look. I don't know if it'll show that in the replay. Attempted to save his friend, but kind of just let him, look at that, he turned away. He was like, I can't even look at this. And by the time he turned back, it was too little, too late. The brothers have returned. Amazing. Amazing. Excusez-moi, my fine feathered friends. I had to get a quick drink of water because just 2 matches into the main card, and I have already been blown away by what's transpired. Still a lot to get into, including a Chicago street fight that will pit Ryan Kent against Andrew Briggs in a rematch from Ascendance 4. Then we got the Unified World Tag Team titles at stake. Soli Bros will challenge the Armbar Society in a 2 out of 3 falls match. Shay Hoxton to meet Brett Angel. And of course our main event where the undisputed World Heavyweight Championship will hang in the balance. Royal Rumble winner PJ Moon challenges George King. But first... Oops, accidentally muted my mic there. Vintage dashing. But first, it is a very emotional moment for many, but none more so than the 2 men who are going to be a part of it. Sarasi making his return to CMV for the first time since, well, I think his last match was shortly after Ascendance 5, where he and Tyson Cage, known as the bickering duo, rose to prominence and became the Fusion Tag Team Champions. It was the start of this season, though, that Tyson Cage announced he would be retiring here at Ascendance 7 to focus fully on his acting career. And on that night, he gave us a bucket list of things he wanted to accomplish, championships to win, but most of all, he wanted to look Sarasi in the eyes and say he was sorry. And for months, we were wondering who's going to be Tyson Cage's final opponent here at the grandest stage of them all. And Sarasi would emerge, oh brother, donning the attire of the hero he portrays that has made him a hit in Hollywood, Moon Knight. And by the way, I will say Sarasi looks to be in phenomenal shape, but as much as I am looking forward to this one, nobody is ever happy about a retirement. Tyson Cage, a former 2-time Anarchy champion. I'm happy for him that he's hanging up those wrestling boots and going to do what he loves, but before he can do that, he must face his demons. And the biggest one of all going to stand across that ring from him here tonight. Tyson Cage soaking it all in. His final moment inside of the squared circle. Where just 2 years ago, he and that man became tag team champions together. Kick to the midsection by Sarasi to start things off. Collar elbow tie up. Sarasi to turn it into an armbar. And Tyson Cage even going so far as to don the attire he used to wear while tagging with Sarasi as a part of the bickering duo. Trying to get those emotions, as he has been attempting to do for weeks, out of Sarasi, pushing him away off the hammerlock. Back suplex, Sarasi able to land it though. Oh, and a double boot stomp, impaling the solar plexus just about. Irish whip now sends him off the ropes, and on the rebound, Sarasi drops down. Not too sure what Sarasi has been up to in his time away from the CMV ring, but he's obviously been keeping up with his training. Looks to be just as good as ever. Irish whip. Drop down. Sarasi goes for the legs, and there's a lot of feeling out at the beginning of this one. Jockeying for control and maybe a bit of resistance on both men's part from wanting to hurt one another. See Tyson Cage even just trying to end things early on. Only got a 1-count chop block by Sarasi. Sends Tyson Cage off into the corner. Goes for an elbow to the chest, just turns himself inside out. Oh, and a kick to the face. Alright, I think that idea I had before is out the window now. Sarasi taking Tyson Cage's head and smacking it off the apron. Double axe handle ducked by Tyson Cage. Goes for a clothesline into a spinning soul kick. Back into the ring. Tyson Cage on his tail. Sarasi, though, duping him. Tyson Cage looking him right in the face. Inverted atomic drop where the sun don't shine. Out your mama, Irish whip. Full steam ahead, gonna try for that elbow. And again, it does not go the way he probably would have liked it to. Kick to the knee. Sarasi backing into the corner. All the way across the ring we go. Watch out, referee Murphy. Chest pulling. Turnbuckle off the ropes. Another mushroom stomp. And a soccer ball kick just to cap it off. Sarasi will take him by arm and leg, center of the ring. I already saw one CMV career come to an end last night during part 1 of Ascendance 7. Harvey Hastings hanging up his boots against son Stefan. Very well, could be 3 CMV careers that have ended, because Friday on Homebound, Penra just about murdered Joseph Santos forearm smash to the throat. Sarasi going to clear the ring. All of that momentum as he throws the knee out into Tyson Cage's chest, but Cage getting out a cheeky boot. Sarasi running right into it. Pendulum backbreaker. Grab by the head, reverse chin lock. Tyson Cage. Sarasi. Two men who we never thought were going to be able to work together, but despite all of their bickering, when they became a unit in that ring, as I said back then, I'll say again now, they were just magic, a well-oiled machine, and that's why they became Fusion Tag Team Champions 2 years ago, right here on this very stage, countered into a small package, and will Tyson Cage's career come to an end that way? No, it will not. Ever since then, it's really been will they, won't they, between Tyson Cage and Sarasi. Can they mend those fences, a task that has proved impossible? Fireman's carry, Sarasi able to get out of it into a reverse DDT. Sarasi telling Tyson Cage, come on, get up! Check to the thigh, Tyson Cage. Gonna give him what he wants. Jawbreaker, Luthez press, right hands. Trying to leave that jaw hanging on by a thread. Elbow turning Sarasi into a ragdoll there. On those spaghetti legs. Back suplex. 1. Not going to be all she wrote. Not yet. Another kick. This time gets out of the way to Sarasi. Tries to throw out a forearm smash with Tyson Cage with eyes in the back of his head, apparently. Able to see it coming. Enzu lariat. Stomp right down onto the bicep. Back to the reverse chin lock. Tyson Cage. Now this is what I'm talking about. That hesitation. Tyson Cage is wasting time. He's lollygagging. Beating around the bush. Every analogy that you can think of. Trying to drag it out so that he doesn't have to do the inevitable cleaning Sarasi's clock with that right hand. 1, 2, 3! Tyson Cage has defeated Sarasi. He knew what he had to do. He tried to keep himself from accomplishing that goal. We saw at the end wasting time. But there was no denying what had to be done tonight. Tyson Cage realizing that. And sealing the deal with a punch. Right here. Bam! Sarasi out like a light, and Tyson Cage, smack dab in the middle of the ring, pins his best friend to bring an end to what has been a great career to watch. And although I'm sad to see him go, I hope Tyson Cage can flourish. And doing what he now loves. Coming up next, guys, here at Ascendance 7, we have seen some fights over this weekend. Friday on Homebound, there was Joseph Santos versus Tenra. Last night, we had Xander Slate versus Bob Luger, but none may get as lethal as what we're about to witness right here, right now. It is a Chicago street fight as Ryan Kent goes head-to-head with Andrew Briggs in a rematch from 3 years ago at Ascendance 4, where Ryan Kent defeated Andrew Briggs to win the light heavyweight championship. And since then, the careers of these two have skyrocketed, making them two of the absolute best to ever lace up a pair of boots and step into a wrestling ring. Ryan Kent, a few months ago, after being MIA for weeks, showed up and in an attack the likes of which I've never quite seen before, demolished Andrew Briggs before his scheduled rematch for the Undisputed World Heavyweight Championship after he had lost it at Homecoming. And Kent's reasoning, in his own words, saying, Andrew Briggs, when you beat me in King of the Ring, you went on to have everything that I should have. I should have been Undisputed World Heavyweight Champion. I should have dominated this season. But instead, your fluke victory left me in the shadows while you broke through that glass ceiling and became the man, but I know that to be a lie. But Andrew Briggs, we all know, not a man to be trifled with, and certainly never one to stay down for long. And he came back with a vengeance, costing Ryan Kent his shot at the Undisputed World Heavyweight Championship, and even going so far as to jump off the top of a semi-trailer onto Ryan Kent. And that's the least of what these two have done to each other and the weeks leading up to tonight. Ryan Kent throwing Andrew Briggs through the window of a van. The lengths to which these two have been willing to go to destroy each other has been immense. But tonight, they don't need to dance around the subject any longer. This is a Chicago street fight. Anything goes. No countouts, no disqualifications, pins, or submissions count anywhere. And the best will be proven once and for all. Was Andrew Briggs beating Ryan Kent in the King of the Ring finals a fluke, as Kent claims it was? Or will Andrew Briggs prove yet again? Ooh, it's taken down with a knee to the chest that he is the best of the best for a reason, and that he held that Undisputed World Heavyweight Championship for nearly this entire season because of that very same fact. European uppercut. These two meet in the middle of the ring. I thought for a second, is this going to be a wrestling match? Because that is not what I expected. But no, quickly, breaking down into a brawl. Arm drag. Ryan Kent, have I mentioned lately that he is freaking swole? I have never seen him in the greatest shape of his career. Freaking busted. My goodness. Those muscles not helping him much though as Andrew Briggs takes him down. Now into a side headlock headstand. Clothesline chopping Kent down. Andrew Briggs turning to those fans that have never once left his side, no matter what he has been through these past couple of years. Right here last year to Ascendant 7, he went one-on-one with his former best friend, Matt Devious. Briggs has been stabbed in the back so many times. It's almost like he's becoming used to it. But when you're on the top of the mountain, everybody wants to knock you down. It's something you need to always be prepared for. I don't know if anybody can prepare for the types of things Ryan Kent has done to Andrew Briggs these last couple of months. All of that tape ain't for show. Briggs is walking into this match nowhere near 100%. Headbutt backing Kent up, counters the outer whip, off the ropes, jumping knee to the chest, and another pin attempt, also not even a 1 count. Double leg takedown, Andrew Briggs follows it up with a stomp to the knee, flicking the sweat from his hair down into Kent's face, just adding insult to injury. Another stomp onto the hand and into a half camel clutch, I should say. Feel immensely good for Andrew Briggs, or vice versa. End this one via submission. Face first off that top turnbuckle. Ryan Kent getting the tables turned on him though. And a tree of woe position, the fire starter. Allowing the blood to rush to Andrew's head. Briggs is trying to pick himself up. Oh, in the drop zone. Double boots like daggers through the chest of Andrew Briggs. One. Well, getting closer. Before he didn't even get a 1 count. Now at least he does. In and out game. Andrew Briggs though saying, come on, son. You want to fight? Bring it on. Back suplex. And another one, because the first worked so well. A cheeky German to finish off the trifecta. And Ryan Kent zoning in on those injuries he inflicted prior. Like a bullseye on Briggs, that tape. Now just taking the wrist, trying to snap it clean off. Rolls over the kidneys. Ryan Kent down onto his knees, basking in the limelight. This is where he knows he belongs. But Andrew Briggs gonna prove to him just why it was he who won that King of the Ring tournament and went on to become world champion. It wasn't a fluke. It was because Andrew Briggs is the better man. Body splash in the corner. Down goes Kent. Throws him over. Knee! Right through the face almost of Ryan Kent. I'm surprised we didn't see it come out the other side. Hangman's neck breaker now center of the ring. These two are so fixated on destroying one another with their bare hands. They may have forgotten that this is a street fight. Up against the ropes. Kitchen sink. And again. Now walking him towards the center of the square circle. Russian leg sweep. Staring up at the lights is Ryan Kent. Andrew Briggs just continuing to pick him apart limb by limb at his leisure. Ryan Kent, most decorated champion in CMV history for a reason. But right now, he may be nothing more than Andrew Briggs' next victim. Shining Wizard clothesline. 1, 2. That ain't gonna be enough to put down Ryan motherfucking Kent. Andrew Briggs takes a second to soak that in. Imagine walking into a match with bruised ribs, a busted shoulder, You want to end it as quickly as possible. And gonna walk Briggs out of the corner. Legs flailing, pendulum backbreaker. And not just one, but two. I heard the cracks from over here. One, two. No. Ashton getting a bit ahead of himself. We talk about how Andrew Briggs must be feeling walking into this match. What about Ryan Kent, who just earlier this week participated in a war against Walter Bollet for the Anarchy Championship? I mean, goddamn. Him and Bollet just put each other through the ringer. Oh, and here we go. It was only a matter of time. Ryan Kent with a sledgehammer. Some demolition work. Oh my God. The rib cage of Andrew Briggs could have just been obliterated with that shot. Low leg takedown by Andrew, though. Attempting to give himself a breather. Letting these fans know that he's okay. Rallying their support. And starting to unload with some shots. Andrew Briggs coming back as he goes after that arm. Hammerlock. But a bare elbow to the jaw. Gonna have him seeing stars. Kent goes for a kick to the midsection. Might set up that single knee facebreaker. Briggs knows him too well. Gets it anyway, though. Bam! Both men down. It has been a fight so far in this match. Neither man wants to continue. But pushing through the pain. Somehow Briggs is the first one up. No, Kent's the one that hit the move. And I think Andrew Briggs might be trying to prove to himself just as much as these fans that he's still okay. That he's not half dead and that he can continue. Back elbow, Ryan Kent though. Getting out of that way. Getting out of the way of that body splash. And Andrew Briggs leading himself wide open to the Kent clash. Kent clash. Kent clash. But almost out of instinct just plops into the cover. Not even hooking the leg. Lateral press. 1, 2. Can't seem to believe it. Andrew Briggs rising like the Phoenix Jawbreaker. Throws out a wicked clothesline. He was just hoping it would connect, and it did. Now breaks the eyes. Kick to the upper back. A pin out of desperation. Maybe 1, 2. That's not going to be enough to put Ryan Kent down. A kick to the lower back. Only seems to agitate the fire starter. Cheeky jab has him up against the ropes. Ryan Kent, what is this? Oh my God, decapitating Ryan Kent on the bottom rope there. I mean, those ropes, man. If you've been in a ring, you know. They are hard. And Kent just got his throat thrown up into the bottom rope. Another knee to the face gets a very, very, very close count. Andrew Briggs valiantly picking Kent up. Irish whip into the corner. Turning him around with whatever he has left. Shining Wizard. Clothesline. Hooks the leg. 1, 2, 3. Andrew Briggs does it. We knew this was going to be a war of attrition, and it most certainly was that. Look at this point, neither man seemed to be able to continue, but they picked themselves up out of the hatred shared between them. But in the end, Andrew Briggs, as he usually does, coming up out of the ashes to prove yet again that he is the best of the best, and for good reason. Lads, gents, we have arrived to our tertiary main event of the night here at Ascendance 7 Day 2, the grandest stage of them all, the show of shows live from Chi-Town. The weekend has been unforgettable. We've still got a bit more left in the tank. Shay Hoxton and Brett Angel to clash, and in our main event, the undisputed World Heavyweight Championship and throne atop the mountain here in CMV at stake. George King defends against Royal Rumble winner PJ Moon. But first, the war that has been waged for months between the Sully Bros and the Armbar Society comes to an end right here, right now. 2 out of 3 falls for the Unified World Tag Team titles. But even more than that, also on the line, if the Sully Bros win, Baron Blade must leave CMV forever. If the Armbar Society win and retain, then the Sully Bros will never get another shot at the tag team titles so long as Gary Reed and Walter Bollé hold them. It's been a long, winding road for the Sully Bros this season, who, because of Baron Blade, at one point almost saw their family implode. This entire time, without anybody knowing it, Baron Blade was the puppeteer pulling the strings, trying to put a wedge between Chris and Willie, but their bond as brothers broke through that. They realized what was going on, so Baron Blade grabbed himself some new puppets in the form of the Armbar Society, who took those Unified World Tag Team titles from the Sully Bros back at homecoming inside of Hell in a Cell. But the Sully Bros, known for their heart and fight, challenged the Armbar Society to one more showdown here at the Showcase of the Immortals. Baron Blade accepting, but only if it meant that should his clients win, Chris and Willie will never get another shot at those tag team titles. But Baron Blade, for his own safety, going to stay in the back for this one. I'm sure he's going to be biting away at his fingernails on the edge of his seat, because those strings could be cut tonight. Gary Reed at the front, Walter Bollé in the back, who's coming off making history earlier this week on Supremacy, retaining his Anarchy Championship for a 9th time against Ryan Kent. But it's not about the Anarchy Championship tonight. It's about those Unified World Tag Team titles. This is 2 out of 3 falls, meaning the first team to score either 2 pinfalls or 2 submissions will leave Ascendant 7 with the titles. Of course, countouts and disqualifications are also in effect. Armbar Society do have their champions at advantage, but knowing Reed and Bollé, even though they have sided with Baron Blade, they aren't the type to take a coward's way out. They are warriors. If you couldn't tell by their looks, Sully brothers have overcome so much adversity this season to make it right here tonight, and they will not go down without a fight. The Machine, the Eliminator, and the American Dragon, they have definitely shown up dressed for war. Stone-faced, no emotion, as they just stare across the ring at their objective. Championships held up high for all to see. Chris Sullivan starts off against Gary Reed for the Armbar Society and the Sully brothers. They've waited a long time for this. Murphy ringing that bell to get us underway. Kicks to the midsection. Tries to go for a boot to the face right after. European uppercut though from Reed. Both men charging each other. Chris Sullivan gets off a float over DDT. Stomp to the shoulder and to the back of the head. Look back to a couple of months when these two teams faced off inside of Hell in a Cell. I mean, if that match is anything to go off of, we are in for what is going to be a bloodbath. Right into a triangle choke. The Armbar Society never wants to waste time. They know what they bring to the table, and that's their submission expertise. Both Gary Reed and Walter Belay have maneuvers in their arsenal that can end careers. Gary Reed has literally ended 2 careers in his CMV tenure because of that cross armbar of his. Walter Belay looking for an early tab, and Chris Sullivan going to stop him. Arms out wide, Sully boy feeling it. Grabs the hair, pulls him up to his feet. Boston's #1 Irish whip. Murphy nearly getting a bump. Tag to Willie. Double Irish whip has the American Dragon coming back into a double back body drop. Some serious height on that one. And then a knee to the face. Willie has got that energy coursing through his veins for months and months and months on end. Baron Blade at every turn has had their number. The Armbar Society, with the help of Blade, have been able to keep the Sully Bros oppressed. But not tonight. Not here at Ascendant 7. Not when it matters most. From the top rope, Swanton Bomb by Wild Willie into the pin to score the first .1. But Walter Belay there to make sure that doesn't happen. Obviously, whichever team is able to take the first point, they're going to have the advantage, making the other team work extra hard. But while Chris stays on top of Walter Belay, Willie has not given up his sights on Gary Reed, who gets to his feet, but playing awesome. Reed was ready for him. 2 elbows right up into the jaw. Now an Irish over to the corner. Goes for a body splash. Reed trying to snap back to reality, and we've seen that before. The pop-up European uppercut. That took it right out of Reed, who's down on one knee. The cross armbar! Cross armbar just gingerly rolling up on Willie. Will Willie be able to get out of this one? Gets to a vertical base, giving himself leverage over Gary Reed in 3 punches straight to the nose. Gary Reed has no choice but to release his grasp. That's one of the very few times somebody has ever escaped Gary Reed's armbar. But like a dog with its bone, Gary Reed relentless. Willie trying to keep him at bay. He knows if he gets locked in that cross armbar again, he might not be so lucky. Spinning side slam, Walter Belay talking some trash to these fans who are very obviously 100% backing the Sully Bros. Clothesline again. Willie throws out one of his own out of desperation, gets a tilt-a-whirl single knee backbreaker for his troubles. Chris, seeing that his baby bro's in trouble, extending that hand, asking for the tab, but Gary Reed instead with a power bomb, elbow drop combination. American Dragon has Willie cross-eyed. Cuckoo birds flying around. Still though able to get off that calf kick. Gary Reed popping right back up, only to be thrown into the corner of the Sully Bros. Not a place he wants to be. Gets out of harm's way. Back to the corner of the Armbar Society. Tag to Walter. Unified World Tag Team Champions. Off the middle rope, double axe handle to the arm. Just trying to further soften it up for the inevitable. A cross armbar or the jaws of the Great White. It doesn't matter. You get caught in either. Your odds of survival diminish greatly. Let's remember, what's that line? More than just the unified world tag team titles. If the Sully Bros win and become champions, Baron Blade must leave CMV. But if the ABS retain, the Sully Bros will never get another shot at the title so long as ABS are champions. Drop toe hold, sending Willie sternum first into the ropes, now from the apron. Oh dear God, this is not going to end well. Oh! Hangman's neck breaker. Ultimately almost bringing down the entire ring with him. Disrespectful. ABS see themselves as superior to not just the Sully Bros, but just about everyone on the Supremacy roster. There may be an argument to be made about why that is. Walter Belay on his own, one of the most dominant superstars we have seen come to the doors of CMV, but Armbar Society together are on a whole other level. German suplex on the outside the neck of Willie Sullivan, trampling. Shot to the midsection. Taken by the head. A tour of the ringside area. Hoisted back into the ring onto that bottom rope. But Belay isn't finished. Sternum! Right off the apron and then a knee to the temple as blood spurts out of that open wound on Willie's forehead. Walter coming out of that clothesline, walks right into a modified Northern Light suplex. One. That's all he's going to get though. Willie does not look too happy about it. He needs a tag. He needs a tag quick. Bull Nelson. Walter breaks it away. Elbow to the side of the head, another bitter end. This time shoots the half and goes for the pin. Will the Armbar Society score the first point and take the lead? No, they will not. Gary Reed gonna make Chris Sullivan pay. Oh, a bit of partner miscommunication. Gary Reed with the cross armbar. Cross armbar by Gary Reed, but Chris is not the legal man. However, the damage may have been done. Chaos in that ring right now. Referee Murphy has no idea what's going on. Whoa! Willie with that half Nelson Uranagi. Boots the leg. One. Gary Reed dispatching of Chris, then able to make the save. And Willie just collapsing in the corner, drenched in sweat and blood. Chris is not giving up, but referee Murphy tells him, you better get back on the apron before I disqualify you. Making his authority known, just as Walter Belay is looking to do here. Clutching up big time. Punch in the gut of the machine. Now Willie just taunting Walter Belay as he picks himself up on the apron, charging him. Forearm smash, Belay back into the ring. Lickety split, Irish whip, boss man slam. One of the best big men to ever do it. Walter Belay paying homage. Now an Irish whip. And tag to Gary Reed. Wild Willie, sensing he's in trouble, gonna send it back over to the Sully Bros corner. Continuing to miss that body splash though. Neither team has scored a point yet. Unified World Tag Team titles here on the line at Ascendant 7. Walter Belay gassed, and that leaves an opening. Willie Sullivan takes tag, and Chris Boston's number one with a bicycle big boot. Short arm clothesline. Takes a hold of that beard, looking Belay right in the eyes and saying, you son bitch, you picked the wrong side. Or maybe not though. Modified STF by Walter Belay, the machine. Looking to make Chris submit yet again. Big old Irish whip sending Walter Belay tumbling down to the outside. Chris Sullivan, though, staying on his tail. Ain't no rest for the wicked. Shot to the pec. Kick right over to the rib cage, and then a smack across the face, as it is Chris Sullivan having his chance to talk a bit of that smack. Smash. Belay just going limp like a wet spaghetti noodle. Chris is demolishing the Anarchy champion right now. Like a surgeon in how meticulous he is. Picking apart the Eliminator. Downward spiral, referee Murphy. On a count of 8, Chris. Big boot to the temple. Now back into the ring. Can Walter Willie get that hot tag? Not if Chris Sullivan has anything to say about it. Boom! The jaws of the Great White out of nowhere! Chris just walked right into it. The Kimura! In tightly, and Chris has no choice but to tap and give up that first point. The Armbar Society now has the lead 1-0. But even though Chris's arm may be hanging on by a thread, trying to shake it off and push through. Willie looking worse for wear on the apron, but Chris saying, "Baby bro, I need you. Wake up, this fight ain't over yet." Emerald Fusion, or a Northern Lights driver for the layman from the corner. Look at this entire crowd coming to life. The single knee to the face. Can the Sully Bros tie it up? 1, 2, no. Sunset flip powerbomb. Taking out Gary Reed, but Walter Belay on his own regard. Making it through the pain. Now he's by himself. A handicap situation. And the Sully Bros know they have to take advantage while they have that opportunity to do so. Double accident with the arm. A maneuver used by the Armbar Society. German suplex bridge to pin. 1, 2. Oh. Belay has proven to be truly unbeatable these last few months here in CMV. Whenever he defends his Anarchy Championship. That is being showcased now more than ever. Refusing to let the Sully Bros tie things up. Northern Lights suplex. There's only so much a man can take, but is Walter Belay a man? Or is he machine? Overhand punch, back and Belay up, knife edge shot. Woo! Echoing throughout the arena. Willie, man, running on fumes, but using those fumes to the best of his ability. Another Northern Lights suplex. Trying to do as much damage here at ringside as he can before bringing the fight back in the ring, as he better. Count of 4 already by Murphy. Belay is just taking this beat down right now. First by Chris, now by Willie. Going up the ramp. This ain't Bulls Count anywhere, though. This ain't a Chicago street fight like it was in the last match between Ryan Kent and Andrew Riggs. No! Back suplex, man. And I think Belay may have cracked the back of his head off of that concrete flooring. I'm not sure. Couldn't really tell from that angle. The barricade was kind of blocking our view. Count of 10 now. I'm not even sure if Willie is hearing the count. Yes, he is. Okay. Thank God. It would be a shame if they flushed their chances that are already dim down the toilet. Hot tag. Here comes Gary Reed with a bicycle knee that almost sent fucking Willie's head flying into the crowd. Long road home. No. Northern Lights suplex. Willie right back up, though. You see that tenacity. That refusal to stay down and just take it. I said at the start of this match, if the Sully Bros are going to go down, they will not without the fight of their lives. Armbar Society in the lead, 1-0, and Reed right in front of Willie, saying, "Come on, kid. What do you have left?" Turning those arms to hamburger meat, and first it was Chris tapping out to the jaws of the Great White. Now it may be Willie's turn, but no! Wild Willie fights him back. That pop-up drop kick Misses the stomp though. Knife edge chop against the ropes. Back body drop onto the apron, hanging out of that top rope though, keeping him from tumbling down to the outside. Reed just roars in his face. Oh, no, 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 no. Back suplex on the Armbar Society. I don't think are intent on winning this match until they leave the Sully Bros in pieces. Willie taking that hair, sending Reed into the announce table. Gut first. The crack of his ribs off that plastic. But then launched overhead with a belly-to-belly suplex. Count of 6 by Murphy. Throwing hands at each other, tit for tat, just hoping something sticks. A headbutt to the bicep. And to the elbow. Now that's something I haven't seen before. Count of 8. Gary Reed taking the bloodied Willie Sullivan for a walk, but not through the park. Ain't nothing romantic about what we're seeing right here. 11 count by Murphy. Willie sends him into the ring. And on top of him like peanut butter on jelly. Kick to the midsection. Irish whip coming up after it. Willie needs to get out of that corner. Tag to Walter Bolay. No, 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 no. Walter Bolay with the tribute elbow off the shoulders of the American Dragon. And will that seal the deal? 1, 2, 3. The Armbar Society are still unified World Tag Team Champions. 2-0. And this means that not only will Baron Blade keep his job in CMV, but the Sully Bros may never get another shot at those tag team titles. On the grandest stage of them all, the Armbar Society show everybody again that they are the new team on the block. And there may be nobody who can stop them. Co-main event is coming up next here at the grandest stage of them all, Ascendant 7, before everything culminates in our main event between PJ Moon and George King for the undisputed World Heavyweight Championship. It is Shay Hoxton versus Brett Angel. The future of CMV against its past. And Brett Angel, we have all seen this season slowly but surely his mental state has deteriorated for many reasons, some of them even understandable. But a few weeks ago when Brett Angel came down to the ring and requested that he be given the match against Xander Slate here at Ascendance, a new challenger appeared. Hoxton from the shadows, telling everybody that for years he watched Brett Angel, idolized him, saw him as the pinnacle of everything that this business is about, emulated him in the ring, wanted to be Brett Angel, but just like all of us, he's watched as these past couple of years, Brett Angel has slipped further and further away from the man he once was and become this husk. Shay Hoxton feels betrayed that Brett Angel is not the man he once was. And tonight, Hoxton, and the biggest match of not just his CMV career, but perhaps his career, period, is looking to end this imposter, this make-believe Brett Angel. So Shay Hoxton doesn't want to live in a world where Brett Angel is in his current state. But Angel, these last few weeks, the words of Shay Hoxton digging deep under his skin, and I believe we are seeing the resurgence of that four-time unmatched world champion. Hoxton, whether it was intentional or not, I think has woken something deep down inside of Brett Angel. And the Outcast said himself a couple of weeks ago, you chose the wrong fight, Hoxton, because everyone is saying you're the next big thing. But after Ascendance, everyone's going to wonder, what happened to Shay Hoxton? And the answer will be Brett Angel. This is Angel's opportunity to prove in front of the world that he is still that man. There's no denying that Brett Angel is one of the very best to ever do it, but there's also no denying that these last couple of years, Angel has become a new man, and Hoxton is out to kill that man here tonight. Ring that bell, and let's get it on. Belly to belly gets rejected by Hoxton. 3 punches right to the face, now to the collar and elbow, side headlock by Hoxton. You can see the intensity in his eyes as he grits his teeth. Takedown and another punch down across the bridge of the nose. Cheeky jab by the boxer to the pec of Hoxton. Nice ass shot there. Now back to the corner. That collar and elbow still in effect. Clean break. Something I wouldn't have expected from the likes of Shay Hoxton. Gambling man tries to kick out the knee of Brett Angel. Didn't have much luck there, but those open palms right down across the cheek. Pissing Brett Angel off, comes swinging with a double axe handle. Gets a DDT off that scoop slam attempt. The former Anarchy and International Champion, dazed and confused as Angel comes up from behind. Fireman's carry position, dropped into an air raid siren, and then just plants him face first. Stomp after stomp after stomp. Even though I hate to agree with Shay Hoxton, some of the things he said, I can't help but to. It's what we've all been feeling. You know, I've said it throughout the season here on commentary. Angel is changing, morphing into this different person. And I know a lot of others have not enjoyed witnessing that transformation. The Brett Angel of old is somewhere inside of that man in the ring right now, and I think it's going to come to life against Shay Hoxton in the co-main event of the show of shows, out of the ring and down to the outside. And look at Hoxton giving himself a clap and a little bow. Is he talking to me? Hey, Hoxton, relax, man. I mean, I'm not your biggest fan, but you're an alright guy. Now telling Brett Angel, get back into the ring, and Angel says, you got it. Sit out, last ride, powerbomb. Jeez Louise. I think Angel just gave the nod to me there. Thank you, Angel. I appreciate it. He saved me earlier this season from an attack at the hands of George King of the Kingdom, so I still owe him one. Maybe I'll make him a peanut butter and jelly sandwich one day or something. I don't know. That's really the extent of what I can offer. Red Angel extending Hoxton's arm across the canvas knee to the inside of the elbow. First pinfall attempt of the match. Doesn't even get a 1 count. Kick to the back, missed. Hoxton from behind, drop kicking Brett Angel. Sends him tumbling forward into the corner. Taking him in with the short arm shoulder block. Hoxton gonna not want to go down the route of hand-to-hand combat with Brett Angel, the former boxer. Still has those lightning-quick jabs, as evident by what we just saw there, but Hoxton willing to take the cheap shot, gouging at the eye of Angel. Snapmare and a abdominal stretch from the seated position. Jay Hoxton, knowing full well that if he wins this match, he will solidify himself as the next big thing here in CMV, something that he's already said himself multiple times. Chokeslam by Hoxton. Is this one over? 1, 2. Red Angel by the skin of his teeth, but Jay Hoxton not taking his finger off the trigger, down the sights. On Angel 6, tries to come in for the 21, but 2 elbows. Right up under the jaw, waiting for him, close onto the corner like a bug off a windshield on the highway, goes flat. Hoxton just freaking flailing from the corner. It was just like a straight punch right to the middle of the chest. Spreading those legs. No! Come on, that's blatant! That's right up under the referee! I guess referee Murphy showing some leniency as this is our co-main event at Ascendant 7. Doesn't want it to end via disqualification, as I'm sure nobody would like it to, but I mean, come on. At least a warning, something. Red Angel's boys just got mauled, and what an elbow drop! HBKS, picture perfect, into the pin. Hoxton thought he had it won right there, but not quite. Arm drag down goes Hoxton. Brett Angel sees his opening, gonna take that ball, try to roll with it. Snaps the arm of the shoulder. Now sent down onto the top rope. That just makes it so hard to breathe. Angel gasping for breath as Hoxton goes after that very same spot now. High velocity. Hoxton's foaming from the mouth. Wants to beat Brett Angel so badly. Kind of just overtaken his every thought. Might not have any thoughts after getting his face rearranged off that top turnbuckle 11 times. Brett Angel just smashed him into it. To the corner we go again. Elbow. There's that kick to the shin. This time it works to perfection. And Hoxton was thinking about something in that corner there, but changed his mind. Opposite arm. Angel with the knee drop. Hoxton not having a good time at the moment. Gets off that kick to the side of the head, though. So crafty. Another choke slam inbound. Someone the size of Angel. That's impressive. You're 300 pounds is the outcast. And all muscle as well. But Brett Angel, like it ain't no thing but a chicken wing. Waiting for Hoxton to wake up. Brett is just showing that ultimate disrespect that he does not take Hoxton seriously, but it may be his downfall. 21, 21, 21. Hoxton's own maneuver may do Angel in, but just nearly Angel's bravado led to him losing this match. And someone of his stature should know better than that. Hoxton is not someone to be taken lightly. Oh, and the knee of Angel, oh my God, writhing in agony, is the four-time unmatched world champion. Is now Hoxton. Watch that 5 count, watch that 5 count. Almost disqualifying himself, a fire in his eyes. I think he blacked out for a second there. Turning Angel around in the corner. Hoxton throwing him out to the center of the ring. Angel trying to wake himself up. Drop kick to the chest. I have never seen Shea Hoxton go this hard before, but it's understandable considering who he's in that ring against and where. Chicago, Illinois, the show of shows, Ascendant 7. Hoxton trying to use those dirty heel tactics, using the ropes for leverage in that pin, and I think that just pissed Angel off. Hang on a minute, Brett Angel, we've seen this before. The half Nelson suplex. Oh my God. 1, 2, 3, Brett Angel. Coming out the other side, victorious. What a match. And Shea Hoxton brought his A game. But like I said before, Hoxton's words, they had an impact. And that Brett Angel of old, the real Brett Angel, came out to play here at Ascendant 7. And even though it seemed like he was going to cost himself the match right there, after mocking Hoxton, getting hit with a 21, a top rope half Nelson suplex, chucking Hoxton nearly across the ring. Brett Angel is back, baby. We have finally made it to the main event here at Ascendant 7, guys. It has been a hell of a weekend. Homebound was unforgettable. Yesterday's part 1 of Ascendance was just great from top to bottom, and tonight has been no different. But in all, comes to an end right here, right now, as the grandest prize in CMV is to be decided. PJ Moon winning a Royal Rumble, earning his right here in the main event to challenge for CMV's crown jewel, the current holder of which none other than George King. And ever since Moon arrived a little over a year ago here in CMV, he has been trying to prove that he has what it takes to hang with the best of the best. And I believe he has. Despite numerous failed attempts to capture that undisputed World Heavyweight Championship, he busted his ass. His career here in CMV was over at one point. But he was given another chance, and he did not let it pass him by, winning the Rumble, beating out 29 other superstars to make it here. But now he's in for the fight of his life. And as George King said himself a couple of weeks ago, it doesn't matter how many former world champions you beat, because none of them are me. You have to beat me at Ascendance, and you couldn't do that 3 weeks ago on Supremacy. So what makes you think you could do it tonight? But PJ Moon says, you caught me off guard that night. It won't happen again at the show of shows. And there he is, PJ Moon. Can he accomplish that goal he has been chasing after for a year? With the lights on, brighter than they ever have been before. PJ Moon is the kind of guy that a lot of people never expected to see in this position, but Moon has overcome all of those obstacles in the opinions of the CMV universe, has silenced those doubters, sent the haters running for the hills. There's no denying that PJ Moon deserves to be here in the spot that he is in. But every time he's reached the top of the mountain, every time he's been close enough to touch that throne, he has ended up falling all the way back down to the bottom. Will it happen again? Or can PJ Moon win the big one and become an immortal here in CMV? If that's to ring true, he's going to need to find a way to put down one of the nastiest SOBs that has ever come crashing through the doors of CMV. Sitting atop that throne, overlooking his kingdom, George King says that PJ Moon is a peasant, and a peasant could never fill his shoes. King waited a long time to have that world championship draped over his shoulder. He eliminated 4 other men inside of the demonic elimination chamber at Purgatory just to walk out with that crown jewel. But now it's time to find out if the King can defend his throne. The CMV Undisputed World Heavyweight Championship. It's what everybody is here for. It's what PJ Moon came into CMV a year ago for, debuting in the Deadly Games tournament. And ever since then, shot after shot after shot has slipped through his fingers. But he says, not tonight. It's do or die. If I can't accomplish my goal tonight, then what am I even doing here? Not taking his eyes off of George King, who ever since first coming to CMV has had everyone's jaws dropped on the floor. From NGW to Unmatched to Genesis to Supremacy, George King has dominated all those in his path. But now that he has finally reached into the mountaintop, and he keep an iron grasp on everything he's worked for, will PJ Moon bring it crashing down? The main event of Ascendance 7 Undisputed World Heavyweight Championship. Moon King, who is leaving as the man here in CMV. George King comes out swinging with a clothesline. PJ Moon responding with a wheel kick. Takes the legs, turning King around center of the ring. Oh, getting himself riled up for that knee. Right down across the face and chest. Kick to the back though, George King. Not too happy about that. And now another kick. PJ Moon takes it like a champ. Kick gets blocked though, takedown. The cutthroat George King says, "You don't stand a chance." Look back to a few weeks ago when PJ Moon was scheduled to go one-on-one with Reese Ortiz, but George King attacked Ortiz backstage and took his place, certainly catching PJ Moon off guard. But even still then, PJ Moon gave George King a fight. It took 3 royal flushes for George King to pin and defeat PJ Moon. But as Moon said, "I didn't see you coming then. I'm going to be 100% fully ready for you at Ascendance. And even when I was at my worst, I still almost had you." So imagine what's going to happen when we come face to face at Ascendance. George King does have a champion's advantage, but he does not seem keen on utilizing it. He wants to beat PJ Moon clean and send a message to that entire locker room. Irish whip. Other side of the ring, drop kick, wiping George King's face off. Only a 1 count though. Another kick to the back. PJ Moon setting up a pinpoint knee drop right across the face. George King not looking like a happy camper. Michinoku driver though. PJ Moon grabbing at his lower back. George King taking him into that head scissors, leaving him exposed. Can do nothing about those clean elbows getting through. And George King looking around at this sea of CMV fans in attendance, 60,000, with all their eyes fixated on that ring, George King's territory. Body scissors, making it hard for PJ Moon to breathe. Any normal-sized man does that to you, it ain't going to feel too good. But George King is a bulky guy. Those massive legs of his wrapping around you. PJ Moon unable to find a way to escape, but now... oh, man, having a little bit of fun at George King's expense before dropping down into the full mount. Bang, bam, bam, bam! Those clean punches getting through uncontested. I think a couple of them may have actually woke George King up, though. Again, he turns his back on PJ Moon. And this is the story of these last couple of months. George King does not see PJ Moon as a viable contender. He sees him as lesser than a peasant. Not worthy to share the ring with him, and certainly not worthy to carry that undisputed World Heavyweight Championship. But PJ Moon's fighting for all the people who are told that on a daily basis that they'll never make it because of how you look or how you act. PJ Moon tying up those legs. Cloverleaf by the Royal Rumble winner, George King. Could be in trouble of tapping out. PJ Moon, I'm sure a lot of people around the world would love to see that. Grabs Moon by the... just throws him out of the ring. Look at that. Disrespect. As if to say, you do not get to share this ring with me. PJ Moon taking both of them right back into the squared circle. Oh! Throwback! And Moon said, "Hey, you like that?" I did. Don't see that too often. Kick to the gut, gonna send him back into the corner though. Throws out the legs. Reverse DT out of the knee and then into the canvas with a crash. 110th Street Slam, George King. When he gets going like this, he becomes a hard man to stop. 1, 2. PJ Moon with little time left to spare. Taking it with a pinch of salt, goes for an open palm. George King, though, throws him over his shoulders from the fireman's carry position. Royal flush! Royal flush! George King into the pin. 1, 2, 3! was that? That was a 3. There's no way that wasn't a 3. Oh my goodness. George King with his jaw dropped for a second. I could understand why. I thought Murphy's hand hit the canvas. I thought this match was over. George King sending PJ Moon out of the ring and saying, come back in if you dare. Moon does dare. Discus knee strike. Busting King open. Hooks the leg. Gets a 2 count. Moon now with a kick to the spine. George King maybe playing right into the hands of PJ Moon, who takes a step back, patiently waiting, biding his time. The chaos kick. 1, 2. PJ Moon looking around, trying to understand how George King could have survived. Blood trickling down his face. Moon barely able to stand, needing to use the ropes for support as he comes back in off the apron, forearm smash. PJ Moon is now the one saying, George King, if you've got the balls, get back into this ring and meet me face to face. Come on, son. Hesitant is King, but indeed he does. Another Michinoku driver, another pin. 1, 2. The resiliency of PJ Moon is something we've talked a lot about over this past year. Even in all those failed attempts to become world champion, PJ Moon has never gone down without leaving everything he has in that ring. We have seen the best that PJ Moon has to offer over these past couple months since winning the Royal Rumble, and we are seeing it again tonight. But George King is looking to be the kryptonite single knee backbreaker and hoping to make PJ Moon suffer with this agonizing camel clutch. Moon gets out of it, but the damage may already be done to his back. A kick to the derriere. Ties up the legs, kick right to the ribs, wrenching back on those arms, boot to the upper back. George King smacking face first off the canvas, another pin. 1, 2. Undisputed World Heavyweight Championship hanging in the balance here in the main event of Ascendant 7. George King goes for a clothesline. PJ Moon ready for him. Drop toe hold. Bringing down the entire ring. Punch to the back of the head to the outside. Slapping him like his mama used to. The taste out of his mouth. I think I did see a tooth go flying up into the air there. Short arm clothesline. Down goes Moon. And George King has had enough of this fairy tale. It's time for him to fulfill his role as the villain and bring PJ Moon's dreams crashing down. Chaos kick out of nowhere! After reversing the Royal Flush, PJ Moon has done it! PJ Moon is the... Wait! No! Chris Profit! He's cashing in! Winning money? No! Don't tell him! Yes, he is! Profit's cashing in Money in the Bank! He's doing it! PJ Moon can't believe it! Chris Profit has cashed in Money in the Bank! God's plan is coming to fruition! PJ Moon, only a few seconds after becoming world champion! Oh my God! But Moon is fighting. He is not going to let his moment be ruined. Going through the gauntlet against George King. Only 24 hours ago, Proudfoot climbed a ladder to become Mr. Money in the Bank. But God's plan leading him to the main event here tonight. But PJ Moon is walloping this boy right now. He's like, you are not going to take this away from me. Almost insulted, like, how dare you? I've never seen Moon so vicious. He's destroying Proudfoot. Proudfoot with a single boot to the chest, though. And the international champion tries to kick out the knee, but PJ Moon pops him up into a powerbomb. Moon just went through a grueling match to become world champion, beating George King here in the main event of Ascendance 7. And Chris Proudfoot, cashing in Money at the Bank, is looking to take it all away from him. A year's work down the drain. Pendulum backbreaker. 1, 2. Only a 2 count, though. Headbutt. Moon staring up at those bright lights, the light of the Lord, stomping at the hand, trying to break it. And Proudfoot saying, you cannot stand in the way of God's plan. Jumping DDT, but Moon is going to do just that. Wheel kick. Stomps to the lower back. Irish whip. Coming into the arms of Moon, misses the clothesline though, and Proudfoot gets off one of his own, misses the stomp though. PJ Moon up, knee to the face. Into the pin, hoping and perhaps praying. But not gonna be so lucky, PJ Moon. Huffing and puffing, sweat dripping down his face. Imagine running a Boston Marathon and then being slapped with a mile run once you thought it was over. Discus knee strike. Moon. Will Chris Proudfoot join the very short list of failed Money in the Bank cash-ins? He almost does. Only 2 people ever have cashed in and failed in CMV history, but PJ Moon is most certainly looking to put Proudfoot on that list. Chaos kick. 1, 2. Oh. Moon smacking the canvas in anger. Frustration overtaking him. Proudfoot. Did he make a mistake? Was it all for nothing? Does he know who he's messing with? Trying to kick at the knees. PJ Moon, though, another wheel kick. Proudfoot able to swing a knee up, meeting the chin. Moon, for only a second, out of it. And Proudfoot with the side effect. 1, 2, 3. Chris Proudfoot is the new undisputed world heavyweight champion. Proudfoot does it. And nobody can believe what they have just seen with their own 2 eyes. Even the sound guy in a stunned silence. PJ Moon becomes world champion, but only holds it for a mere few seconds. God's plan has been fully realized here tonight at Ascendance. Chris Proudfoot is the new undisputed world heavyweight champion. Bringing what has been an unforgettable weekend to an unforgettable end. Well, guys, thank you so much for watching along with me this weekend. I know that homebound was 3 hours. Day one was 2.5 hours, 147 minutes. What is that? 90, 100. I think that's a little over 2 hours. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, about 8 hours over this past weekend. But it has been filled with some amazing moments, and I am very glad to have sat back and enjoyed them all with you. If you are new and you like what you saw, make sure that you drop a follow so that you know when I go live. You'll get those notifications when I do so. There will be a week break, as per the usual, after Ascendances, so we will be back not tomorrow, but next Monday, and the season will close out with Battle Scars 5. 3 weeks after that, and then of course 2K20 comes around, and the new season starts. Woo woo! But until then, you all know the deal. CommunityUniverse.4emotion.com is our website. If you want to be a part of the show, exclamation point Jordan in the chat will give you a link. Exclamation point Twitter, exclamation point Discord will give you links to our social media. And I hope you have a lovely rest of your Sunday night. I'll see you when I see you.